And the pace car rolls away, allowing classes A, B, C, D, and E all combined. That's quite an awesome sight, that actually. 36 odd cars, all from the BMW brand, rolling down into turn 1. I'll do the short version of the circuit just to make up some time. And they'll be led out by that Toyota 86 from Pretoria, no Toyota. I was going to try and, of course, concertina them up just before we get into the race start. But you can see some weaving happening on the track, trying to get a little bit of heat into these Dunlop tyres. Not easy to do, especially when they are shredded a bit from the surface. There's a high wearing, tyre wearing surface at Phakisa Freeway. Fisher, of course, the champion from 2022. Look to pick up on 7:35. There he goes, through shot right now. Our overall leader in the championship 2023 is Dave Rees. So he'll be looking for a chance now to possibly maintain the lead of that championship if he can. Iron Camera going to set the pace. He's not actually supposed to set the pace. It's up to the car alongside him to dictate that pace. We just wait for the lights to go out. They do go out, and some cars are not even around the corner as those lights go out. So as they head down towards turn 1, it is Iron Camera who gets the whole shot. Leon Loubser tucks in behind Bob Neal there for third. And Neal in second spot at the moment, pulling away ever so slightly there from the rest of the pack as they come through turn 1. Very good at this point in time. Macris is up there as well into fourth. Macris up into fourth place there. Class C battles in the mid-pack, also starting to heat up right from the word go. Great little run there. Bernard de Gavea now moving his way up. Taking just behind that second pack of Class B competitors. I'll say all about Iron Camera for now. The German looking on the inside of Lyle Ramsey and of Salvi Guterri. We got up there and made it stick, but definitely had a big look. Fisher looking tasty as well for a winning Class C again, and that'll extend his chances of putting some valuable points on the board. Fisher diving on the inside and just getting through there on Varish Gunpath, I should say. There's Leon Loubser going through on Race 1 winner Bob Neal. I'm sure they're going to get the job done early on and get away. Make up for that small technical gremlin that came in on his car in Race 1. He's going to catch him on the horse. William Iron Camera. Mid-pack, they're just starting to get into their usual battles. .992 just diving through there. Chopping and changing in that mid-pack as per usual. Battle continuing big time as they start to sort things out there. Nicholas Van Zyl certainly having the advantage at this point amongst the battles between himself and the 92 car. But it's not done yet, there's still a while to go. Fight continuing. Fisher diving on the inside, looking for a way past. Can he find it? No, he can't. Jacko Storm and the True Wood finishes car just in there as well. And the fight in this mid-pack for C, D and E is definitely starting to heat up here, big time. Change up for the lead. Eventually we see the man who should be at the front end from the word go at the front of the field. It's taken him an entire race off the circuit and now 2 laps to get to the front, but Leon Loubser eventually gets there. They come out of the penultimate corner to finish another lap there. Boccioni this time hopefully not got the jump start. Macris now loses out to Lyle Ramsey into turn 1. And looks like Gauteng coming along for the ride. Salvi behind that, fighting hard, trying to keep out Vegan Naidu and the German. Smith, not Vegan Naidu, I beg your pardon there, Rainier Smith on the back end. There's smoke coming out of that car. The German goes defensive into turn 2 and now into turn 3 as well. Iron Camera pulling away from Bob Neal. Bob Neal slowing. Not quite the same pace from that Delmon Mining BMW that we saw in the first heat. He's in 3rd place in Class A, about to be caught by Lyle Ramsey, Nick Macris, the Guterres and the German. And then Rainier Smith behind them. Smith is caught onto the back end there of Salvi. Could be in for a run here to get through. I think he might have. Yep. So demotes down Salvi Gauteng. 1 position. Iron Camera hangs on for 2nd behind Leon Loubser. 3rd place is Bob Neal. 4th place in the leader Class B is Ramsey. Should be wary about trying to not break out this time and incur the wrath of the COC and that 30-second penalty. Sniper car pulls to the sideline. Looks like there's a problem there for Salvi Gauteng. Well, by the looks of it, for the 78 machine again. Definitely slowing up. Come through Fabio Fedetta now, trying to make up some ground too. His off-track excursion in race number 1. Sav and Salvi evenly matched. Number 2 is Nicholas van Sale. Fedetta and then Fisher. So that pack heads into Incini 1 and 2. Boccioni just hanging on to the front end. Runs ever so slightly wide. Oh, don't do that. Van Sale will make you pay. And does so. Boccioni, of course, having a fight there for just the inside of the single digits on track. Reinhard Miller also starting to put the pressure on. Trying to just tick them off, get a little bit higher up than what he is currently. He's closing down there on Shane Krobler. Just behind him, Strobler. Quite on the same pace there as Bernard de Gouveia, the boss man. Still having a good run for honours in Class C. And of course Miller leading out Class D over Habst. So that's your lead in the Class D battle. A good run there from the Hedgerow Trans car. Harry van Heerden leading out in Class E at this point in time. And we're looking to just at least beat Dave Rees and Kobus Bomer again as he did in the first heat. And that might just change things up in the overall standings for this championship. There's still a bit of work to do though for these guys, that's for sure. Leonardo hopefully has not been caught out for another jump start as he was in the first heat. He's got Nick Naidu behind him. And Corin Nienaber now being caught and passed by a whole array of cars. It's side-by-side action here. In towards turn 2 now. And it looks like there's going to be a nice finish to this one between these these 3 cars. Number 5 on the outside. Oh, it's getting real. The German on the inside. Trying to find a way through there on Guterri, but he had the door firmly shut in his face. Macris now giving up position to Lyle Ramsey, who's come out on top as they come through there. It is the 5 car of Verenia Smith, who's just got through there on the German. The German with some battle scars on the front. See that number plate lying to the left-hand side as you have to try and find a way through there on Lorenzo. Ramsey hoping not to break out here. But they are closing on the back end of Bob Neal again. He's bringing Macris along for the ride this time, though. So Macris and Ramsey fighting for Class B as Leon Loubser starts another lap. And the Class A lead is comfortable for him, as it should have been in the first heat had he not had those gremlins that caused him to park right there on the left-hand side of that shot. Coming up on the back end of Dave Rees. So it's third place at the moment for Rees by the looks of it in Class E. They come out of the toe of the boot. Still leading things out there, the orange and black car. No problems at all for him, for Ari van Heerden. As I said, Rees about to be caught now by Leon Loubser and passed. Track taxi about to be caught as well. How's that little bit of additional squirt that Loubser's got underneath his right foot? Just to go past the track taxi and find a way. Not always an easy thing to do when you're in your own little fight, but he's not really fighting with anybody. He's got some time to play. Not a lot of time to play for these 3, or the 3 behind. Also coming up with some back markers there. That, of course, is ACD Velkom's Leonard Archer. When Neil Smith goes past him. Gives himself a little bit of breathing room over the German. The German versus the Italian there in the battle for Class B. And that's for third place in Class B. The rest of them come streaming through here, getting to the closing stages. Just hoping that everybody stays on track now. Massive field yet again from M Performance Parts Racing Series. And they've put on a great show. So we're on to the last lap here for Leon Loubser, in amongst some of the Class D competitors in their own little fights there. That was, I think that was the 150 car. Yeah, Leonard Archer. And he's fighting, I think, with Craig Herbst again. 111 goes through, that's Corin Nienaber. Looks like she might get lapped twice today by Leon Loubser. She's not able to hang on. I don't think she will with the additional power that Loubser's got behind the wheel of his car. And under that right foot, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for him to go past the lady driver. And it's going to be the second win of the day for this man, Leon Loubser. Yeah. Bob Neal, of course, took the first one. The second victory of the day in the race 2 is going to go to Leon Loubser. Get my English right there. It sounds like he's taking the second victory and the first one as well. He's only going to take the first one now. So just coming through there. Staying on Hobbs' way. In fact, just avoiding a spinner in an incident that wasn't really in part and parcel of his day. The flag is on standby. And there it is. Checkered flag out for Leon Loubser. Race 2 win goes to Loubser. Second place, Einkamera. But he's a long way back, as you can see. Ari van Heerden, I should say, will come through for the win in Class E. Here comes Bob Neal. And just ahead of Bob Neal. Or was he just ahead there? I don't know if that was Einkamera or not. It could possibly have been, but I didn't see the side of the car with the gold wheels. Yeah, Macris might have taken B then. I don't know what's happened with William Einkamera. He's gone missing there on that last lap. 992's the spinner. So definitely not the way that Nicholas van Zyl wanted to finish up that race. And now we get a red flag. Checkered flag has come out though already, so that lap will stand with the red flag coming out due to the fact that that BMW of Nicholas van Zyl is in a dangerous position. Well, he took the flag before the red flag came out. So yeah, but the first 6 or 7 cars had gone through, so I don't know. It all depends on how they work that out and the maths and the COC side of things. I'll leave that to Aldred. He can sort it out afterwards. Needless to say, whichever way it ends up, I don't think it'll change up those top 10 in terms of the standings. Loubser, Einkamera and Bob Neal. That's your top 3 in Class A. Macris took Class B ahead of Ramsey and Renier Smith. Andreas Mayer, the German, and Lorenzo Gutteri, Sav Gutteri and Oz Baggioni. Fabio Fedetto, Jaco Storm. And then, is it Anwar? Where does Anwar fit into the story? I'm just looking down here. He takes Class C. Anwar takes Class C over Nicholas Fisher and Vegan Naidu. That's your top 15 in the BMW M Performance Racing Series.